this
Hey
is wrong.
girl, hey
And he knew
girl.
that I would change.
Hey
And I did.
baby,
I didn't want to,
I know you,
I knew it was
I know
wrong.
me.
So I didn't want to be, okay, I'm going to
Ooh
break up
ha
again, get
he,
into
ooh
another
ha
one.
he,
And
ha
you,
he.
at some point, you got to say
Ooh,
no. Because
ooh,
that was like the first relationship
ooh,
that
that
I have never
stinky
like had
booty.
somebody that was in my life like that,
Mm-mm.
never ever. So I was
Ooh,
like,
that
Lord, no,
stinky
this is
booty.
not right. I knew it was
Ooh,
right in
ooh,
my
ooh,
heart.
ooh,
And
ooh.
so by changing that,
Mm-hmm.
it just you just I just looked
Mm-mm-mm.
at it like, look, I can't. I refuse to repeat this. And
Now,
to go two, three, four,
scrub
five
this
times
on the
over.
camera.
Sometimes you just. But I look at mine as being more stable now. I look at her as,
Boo!
she seems more stable, I guess. But I
This
guess
is
the
what I
last guy,
have on.
she's married, and
This,
I guess she got stable with
and
him,
I can
more or
put it
less.
on like
But this is just kind of like with him.
this.
She's got married, and I guess she's doing somewhat a little bit more better than before. I don't think they're fighting. I don't think she has those issues. So I think
I'm always trying to
she's
go.
gotten better because mentally she was messed up as well. Monty was pretty messed up too, and I don't. And she would just cry, and that's why I was trying to understand why were they calm. I couldn't understand they were calm, and I'd be thinking, oh, why Monty crying? You don't know what to say to her. When Charles used to live with Missy, and she's like, because I had called them. At that time, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Their mom. Go ahead. Mhm. Right. No, why would they call? But yeah, they're not gonna call mom because that she's not that. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Now it's time to go.
Mhm. 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 Well, mm, um, I think they've always, I that one because they never really. I guess they just love, everybody just kind of knows her as the person who cooks and prays. People have looked at and that, and she's and out of our entire family, that's what people have known. She has been throughout the whole family. Not Angie Lawrence is in the church. Mom has been that person who has taken care of everybody. Has cooked for everybody. People have stayed at our house, and I just think that's it. She has been the person in this family who has been the longest out of every wife, out of every, you know, so because she's not their age. They're not going to call. Okay. Oh no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm, 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 mhm. I guess I would assume. Yeah. Mhm. Who? Mhm. Oh, no, their relationship was different because our relationship was different with them. I babysat them. The mom babysat me. We went to church. We was together. We lit. It was. Yeah, that. Yeah. And that's all they talked about. The funniest thing, because like they said, the funniest. My kids remember the most how they remember angels through you and those stories, and you know, that they tell, and so that they get that vivid pictures in the imagination of how you say stuff from them. She said, "Man, it's just like I really knew her from a long time because of the stories that I get of Angel. And man, how Tasha used to be saying stuff, and I was like, and they just said, man, it'll be so funny." So they remember those things, and that makes it more vivid for them. They don't really know Angel like that per se, but they know them because of your story. And as Monty said, they would be at our house all the time. So that's why it's more different, or for us because we were right next door to each other one time, or even when we were, they was in our home and stand in our home, stand upstairs, me babysitting, whatnot, whatever. So I think that's where that comes from. They went to Diane's house, Barry's family's house, but not like they were at our house. They would go over there or something, but they were at our house. They were literally at our house. And it was different because they wanted us to save them from Lane, They wanted us to, she would say that, man, don't y'all leave me here? And it'd be like, man, I never wanted to, but we was like, man, we gotta go home, or we going home, or I would try to stand up like, your mom ain't came yet. And then I said, well, did you tell your mom? And so I think, it's a lot. And I just, like I said, I've known them to just kind of go through from their lives. And maybe they were just fighting like Kiki, fighting for her life, doing what she had done to her, or, those same little things and that's how Kiki act out. That's how Angel Monty act out. Carol has fought every man she's been with, and she's still fighting now, so and that's what Angel did. But it has never been enough, Tasha, where somebody just said, I'm going to stop the cycle. I got to get off this boat and I got to stop the cycle. It's somewhere somebody has to stop so that your kids don't continually to see that. And it just seems like with them it didn't happen. With Tamalisa, I don't think that Tamalisa goes through that. Um, I don't think that she does. I think she has been in a kind of a stable relationship with that guy, and she has been with him the time. And they kind of seem more stable. She seems more stable with her relationship and her baby's father, um, than Angel and Monty were. I don't know why, but maybe because Carol spoiled her a little bit more, a lot more, and she was closer to Tamalisa than she was a little bit with Angel Monty. But it seemed like when Angel Monty was little, that Carol was just kind of living her life. She didn't really bond with them as much, kind of as she did with Tamalisa, and Courtney. You know, so maybe that was part of the problem and the issue as well. And then Link was in the home, and then their father wasn't. So I just kind of think a lot of things add to their behavior. But sometimes in life, we've seen our dad, or we heard him. I didn't physically see him, but we heard a lot that our dad did. But we also saw him work, and that's what we did visually see him do. We saw him work, but then we saw some other things that our dad, heard him maybe say. We maybe heard more of the physical abuse or whatnot, or whatever, that my dad or our dad might have done. But some point in it, it has to stop. And where we teach our boys, where we teach our girls that this is not how life is supposed to be. Because who taught us? We didn't get a strict guidelines or rules, so we kind of went out. That's not the first relationship that I wanted to have with somebody like Martin. Oh my gosh, that of course not. That's not what I wanted. But it kind of looked at happen, and it defied everything about what I wanted to be in life. So but I try to make the best of that particular situation, and knowing that I'm gonna get out of it, and bless God I did. And at that point, you just know. For me, it was like, no, this is not what life is about. So I just think maybe that she needs the support at this point, and if she feels like this is a time where she can talk and maybe express herself a little bit more when we go, then maybe sometimes this summer she can maybe come up here a little later in the summer if she wants to come, or make some time for her to get away, then maybe she can do that. But if you want to call her and just kind of see what she's thinking, or maybe text her and see what she's thinking, and you can, and then I'll check, Shayna and Tamara want to go.
or if they would want to run. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. We can go. Yeah. Yeah. Just. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
So, thanks for the video. Bye.
Mhm.